So, hey guys, and welcome to my podcast once more. Some of you might be familiar with this podcast, and some of you might not be because you're new to this whole podcast stuff. Um, let me just do a full recap on my podcast. I just mainly talk about myself, things, events that have happened in my life. I like giving out fantastic stories, true life stories actually. And, aside that, I don't only give stories, I give health tips, I give news, updates on what goes on around the world, but it seems that I'm really lacking in that, department there. Because besides that, I've been, focused on school, university, and whatnot, so I can't really be catching up with my podcast. But now I'm on holiday, so I think I might just, do a few of this, then back to my studies. So, if you're not aware, I said I'll be dropping down it's sad but quite an interesting story that happened to me during Valentine's Day. Yes, Valentine's Day of all days. Some of you guys might not really like it. Some of you might like it because you might think, oh, it's romantic, it's sweet and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, there's all of that. And if you did not know, Valentine's Day is my birthday. Yeah. So thank you all for your wishes, both the early wishes and the late wishes. I really appreciate. So it's your host for today, Jim. Let's get right into this wonderful episode. So on this. So let me, draw a date, like let's say February 12th. Yeah, there was a girl I really like. I'm not going to call her name right now. I'm not going to call her name. Some of you might already, those of you who are my close friends, will already know who she is. But I'm not going to call her name. So I was really into this girl. Like, she just made me feel so much happy. And I can't remember when last I was happy. Like, a girl really made me that happy. Like, you get that, made me feel I belonged. And well, all of that were happening. I think on our third date, I kind of have blown my cover. Based on how I move too fast. But if I move too fast, why didn't you push me away? Like, it seems you might have enjoyed it more than I did. If you know, you know. So, after she told me I moved too fast, she kind of said, okay, we need space. So space I gave her, although I was kind of, obsessed with her. So I kept on checking up on her, doing all this kind gesture. Some of you might say, actually, I'm a simp. Yes, I am a simp. Leave me be. We need more simp like me out there in the world. But then again, I was just trying to be a good person towards her. I knew what she liked. I knew her favorite drink, her favorite snack, and so I got it for her while we were still taking, time between ourselves. And so, February 12th, before I called her out. No, I had already called her out. I had told her, hey, what's up? Where are you? Can you come out? She said, she just came. I said, just for some minutes. Like, I just want to meet you. She said, okay, sure, she'll come out. So I rushed down to the nearest cake shop in my school. I bought her a cake. I bought her a drink she liked. Then I rushed down to shop called Gift Shop. I got her this rose flower, some heart chocolates, no, some heart sweets. I got a chocolate cake. On top of that, I got her a drink, and I bought her a little teddy bear. I think the amount I spent like almost about 12,000 that day. Then I was walking with the gift in my hand like a fool. Like you need to see the smile on my face. God damn, I was so embarrassed. But then again, I mean, we do things just for love. Like it's a drive. It drives us to do the craziest things in life. It's like adrenaline. So while I was walking, I didn't want her to see the rose flower, so I hid it in my pocket. Called out. She looked like beautiful as ever. Like she was stunning. Let me just say it that way. Like skin so dark. She's about my height. Beautiful smile. And I met her. I said, "Hey, what's up? I got this for you." She said, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Just check what's inside." As she was checking, pulled out the rose flower. You know, that kind of like romantic gesture, but I was not going to go down on my knee. And so I gave her the rose flower, and she was like in shock. She didn't smile or anything. She was just like surprised that I went this far. Like, I mean, we're not dating, but you know, I did all of this just because of her. And so she was surprised and couldn't say anything. And I told her that she doesn't know what to say. I said, "Don't say anything, just accept what I gave you as an early Valentine's gift." And she said thank you, went back to her hostel, and that was it. Called me, she told me thank you very much. I love the teddy bear, but it seems her roommate loves the teddy bear more than her. And with me in the background with some chuckles behind, I just said, I just hope you really enjoyed it. That don't worry, my birthday is Valentine's Day. Probably I'll be throwing a small birthday. I would want to, go out with you as my Valentine. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, no." I'm like, "Oh wow." Like instantly, I won't say instantly I got heartbroken, but instantly I just felt sad. I was like, "Why can't you be my date?" She said, I was not like, "Oh, was that somebody already asked you out?" She said, "Nah, nobody asked her out. Like she's just not interested, just that she doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day." And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. So I told her, instead of us celebrating Valentine's Day, why don't you just, go out and chill? She said, "Nah, she's not coming out." And I felt kind of sad too, because it was my birthday. She knew it was my birthday, and all of that, like she knew how I felt about her, and she couldn't even just be like, "Okay, sure, try at least make me happy on my birthday." And so while that day was going on, I was already feeling bad vibes that nothing was really going to happen that night. But a few of my friends came out, called me out, like literally buzzed my phone up. "Jim, where are you? I'm like, "What is happening? Who is dying?" I said, "Just come." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm coming." And I rushed down, and they were like, "What took you so long?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I had to bath." It's okay, just sit down here, I'm coming. And I was back in the kitchen behind me, and they just came in with a cake and with a song, "Happy Birthday to You," and I felt so happy and satisfied. Like, God, you guys should have seen my face. I've never been more happy, because it might have been small, but it was actually a surprise to me. And even right now, talking to you guys like this, I'm still feeling, butterflies in my stomach, because that day was actually special, and it was memorable, because I don't think I've had any friends that have done such for me. I mean, I'm always the one who is always sacrificing and slaving for people, but people doing things for me, it's a rare thing. And I'm very, very happy to have those people as my friends, and I can actually comfortably name them: Deborah, Ore, and Rike. Those 3 girls really made my day on my birthday, actually. And I'm thankful to you guys, honestly, and I'll never forget that day. And I hope next year it will be better than this year's birthday too. So back to the story about the girl. So after my birthday passed, I called her up, and well, it seemed to her that I was bugging her, because I mean, from what she said I was being too clingy towards her, that I am a player because why I know too many girls in my school. And I'm like, you can't blame me for that. I mean, we have more girls populated in our school than guys, and I'm just a friendly guy with, good vibes in talking to people. So aside that, I saw her one day in class, and I tried to get her attention, but she was reading, so I quickly left her. When I was coming back, I saw a few of my friends with her, and I was like, oh wow, so you can let my friends talk to you, but you can't let me talk to you while you're reading. I was like all jokes, I was not like, I'm going to disturb you and whatnot. And one of my friends later that night met me and told me that she felt embarrassed because of what I said, and felt sad that she was even saying negative things about me. And what he told me, what she said, actually shattered me. It instantly broke my heart. And let me say, I'm someone not to actually be fazed by this kind of things. Rather, I just take it as a lesson to try and readjust. But I felt deeply hurt, because this was somebody I actually liked so much, and I was willing to go out of my way to make her happy. And so while all of that happened, I just wanted to have a change of scenery with her. And that my friend that told me what she said told me that, okay, just ignore her, delete her number. When you see her walking towards you, don't chat with her and whatnot. And I abided by all of that till one fateful day I was taken to the hospital, and I had nobody to call to come visit me or get me water or food. And I remember that I kind of still had her number, so I called her, and I was surprised she actually picked up, and she came rushing to meet me in the clinic to give me water and drink, Lucozade Boost in particular. I know some of you might be thinking that, okay, so maybe she still has feelings for me or whatnot, but nah, she doesn't, because after that night of my birthday, I began to see her with another guy, which made me jealous. And to date, she's always with that guy. I think even now they're dating. I don't want to prey upon her relationship, actually. So she gave me that and everything. I think she unblocked me on WhatsApp, and now we just chat as normal friends. But I don't want to raise any questions or any topic that will have to bring back the memories of us being me trying to impress her or woo her, rather. I hope you guys really enjoyed the story. It wasn't really much of a happy ending, but at least I was able to still be friends with her, at least mutual friends. And don't worry, you guys will be having much more interesting stories on the way. I think I should have about 4 to 5 more new stories, and I hope you guys really enjoy them all. Please have a nice, wonderful day, and stay tuned to more of my podcast. This is Keeping It Easy and logging out, Jim. Good night.